And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. DH.
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday is in his 8th season with the Pelicans.
Terrific. David, thanks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Morris outside. Pass to Gasol. Here's James. And finally, that one's good. James has got his team on the board to start the games for Los Angeles. And the athleticism of both these teams should come into play tonight. No lack of quickness on either side of the ball.
Oh, yeah. Put your track shoes on, Kevin. We'll be running sprints tonight.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's LeBron. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Now here is Holiday. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Schroeder finds James. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And James, such a terrific interior score. Simple, under control, and on the money.
Holiday against Schroeder. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Schroeder outside. There's the dish to Morris. Back to Schroeder. On the wing, Morris. Connects from 3-point range.
Morris is excellent at cashing in on the catch and shoot. I mean, he's terrific at firing off the pass.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now here's James. 5 points in the game. The pass to Gasol. 6 on the shot clock.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Lakers in the lead. Gasol passes to Caldwell Pope. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to DiVincenzo. Down low. Lopez, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And finished off by LeBron.
That's just great persistence from James. Solid at fighting through contact on his way to the rack.
Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. Middleton's got 6.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Middleton against LeBron. To the inside. Gasol kicks to LeBron. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look.
Come on.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Pass to Schroeder. 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
Caldwell Pope up top. Offline from the top of the key.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Tie game in Milwaukee. The second quarter coming up right after this break. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto, Kawhi Leonard.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And two former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
We've got DJ Augustine, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Passes it to Caruso. Kuzma outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
And a missed layup. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Here's Caruso. Caldwell Pope outside. 6 to shoot. On the money with the shot from the left block.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Craig kicks to Connaughton. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Inside. Nice shot by Portis.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now here's Kuzma. D right on him. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where
we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
Yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. The Lakers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks, and they take the lead. Middleton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. 1:33 left in the first half. Schroeder against Holiday. Out to Morris. James in the post, defended by Middleton. Morris passes to James. Ring shot on the way. Up again. Harrell on the foul. Harrell's got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Middleton. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Lopez. Following the basket by Markieff Morris. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. No good on that one. Great D that time from Harrell. It's James atop the key. And the layup is good. And now a 5-point Laker lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Middleton looking it over. Jacks up a 3. Morris with the rebound. And James throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, and LeBron now late in his career, still playing at a very high level, obviously. Kenny, when's the last time? And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. Bucks trail by 7. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Offline with his 3.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Here's James, and the rejection by Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Caldwell Pope. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Good on both. Lakers leading by 5. James with it, out guarded by Giannis. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Giannis throws it down.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
James looking it over. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Takes the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Forbes. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Fast break, Milwaukee for the lead. Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
LeBron James on the wing. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for LeBron James.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under him.
It's Portis, high post. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Count the basket. Now it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. LeBron outside. Shot clock at 6. Augustine with the steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
James outside. Trying to get something going. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, come on. Hall of Fame, athleticism, and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Portis, the pass to Giannis. Here's Connaughton, covered by LeBron. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Can't shake Kuzma. Even when you try to get physical with him, he maintains his focus.
And some changes here for the Bucks. DJ Wilson, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Augustine. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Wilson kicks to Connaughton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The first one falls, and the Lakers making a change here. Morris is checked in, and so he makes both from the line.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
To the left wing. Schroeder against DiVincenzo. It's Schroeder with the drive. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And the Lakers with another miss. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
2 shots. He's off on the second. Here's Horton Tucker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bucks ahead, ending the third quarter on a 14-5 run. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Let's get a stop. Let's play out of motion. Let's run them.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Craig in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Middleton can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Morris. Shot clock at 5. To take the lead. That shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
But when someone's open, Lopez will find using his height to see over the defense.
Kuzma against Middleton. Here's Horton Tucker. The feed to Harrell. And there's the pass to Horton Tucker. On the wing, Holiday. He's guarded by Schroeder. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. The 3. Rebound the Lakers. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. DiVincenzo finds Lopez. Middleton for 3. Hands it from downtown. Middleton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Holiday brings the double team. On the wing, Morris. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Milwaukee leading by 5. High post Lopez. Here's Middleton. Down low. Second chance shot. Lopez kicks to Middleton. 3-pointer. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work from deep.
Holiday against Caldwell Pope. LeBron outside. 6 to shoot. 9 feet out, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Having to be careful around Lopez, he's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots. Oh, man, this guy, bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside to get the best shot possible. I mean, that's the way to make the comeback happen.
Antetokounmpo inside. Working on James, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And denied, he sends it right off the glass. And stolen by LeBron. And James throws it down.
I'd like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
Middleton against LeBron. Fires the 3. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 8.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Her passes to LeBron. Over Middleton. The putback. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From deep. Middleton can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Morris dishes to LeBron. Lopez with the block. Gasol against Middleton. From 13. Another miss by Middleton.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now. That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. For 3, Middleton gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Now here's DiVincenzo. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Some good. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Allen Iverson, and more. And if you complete the entire
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA. And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. And looking at the Nets, we've got Jordan. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason? Or, in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Now, here is Irving. Jordan dishes to Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Irving gets it to go on the assist by Jordan.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Caldwell Pope against Irving. From deep three-point range, Jordan with the rebound. And here are the Nets. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight, to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Here's James. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. James looking it over to the inside. Gasol. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Nobody near Irving. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
James outside. And the dunk by James.
And, you know, this is where James is most dangerous, attacking and looking to tear into that defense.
Here's Harden on the wing. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Irving passes to KD. Off target from outside. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane, and he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Now here's Durant. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game. The putback, and Crane is right there.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Here's James after Jeff Green's bucket. Knocked away and stolen by Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Outside, KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. He has 5.
You know, sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
James outside. Out left to the wing. Kuzma against KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harrell trying to free himself up. The Nets with the lead. To the paint. Durant down low. Guarded by Kuzma. And it's Brown missing. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker. He feeds it to Harrell. Good work defensively by Harden.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Durant with a wide open look. Rebound by Harrell.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
The drive by LeBron. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by James. Harrell's got his second basket of the night. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Harrell is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position. Harris is checked in for Green. The Lakers also making some changes. Marc Gasol's checked in for Harrell. Morris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. And here's Morris for three. He can't get it to go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Net shooting for the game at 42%.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor, and he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility, and offense is tertiary to his contributions.
The rebound by Caldwell-Pope, stolen by Harden. Gasol against Harris. Harden surveying the D. Pass to Llewellyn. Shamet on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jordan. Good work defensively by Morris.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Harden against Schroeder. Now the pass to Horton Tucker. Fader on the way. That one wide left. The Nets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. That puts them in the lead. Shamet's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Pass to Schroeder. Over Harden. And it's Schroeder missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And it's Shamet missing. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, now watch out when Caldwell-Pope is on the attack. He penetrates inside fast.
Pass to Shamet. Now here's Jordan. Harden dishes to Harris. Back to Harden. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lakers trail by 3. Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. From deep. Kept alive.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now, here's Shamet, guarded closely. Jordan kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Harden. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Over Gasol. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on it.
And here's Morris for 3. That shot off. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Lakers lead by 1. We'll take a quick break then.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Looking at the... And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's KD in at the 4 spot. Durant finds Irving over Caldwell Pope. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And that one, good. Gasol's got 4 this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
The kick out to Irving. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan, back to Harris. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Pass to KD. Second shot opportunity. Harris outside. Back to Irving. Over Caldwell Pope. Irving can't get it to go.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Gasol dishes to Morris, and it's in there. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, at his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Irving against Caldwell Pope. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Launches it. Durant, no good. Lakers leading by 5. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
It's Schroeder with the drive. James wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Irving passes to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. To halt the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
It's always awesome to watch Harden do his thing. I mean, he's so good with the ball. Fantastic at going straight into the contact on his drive. Excellent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
And the Nets making a change here. Shamet's checked in.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6-point game. Ron right side. To the middle. Out to Kuzma. Fires from the corner. Offensive rebound. Back to Harrell. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Nets trail by 8. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From 10 feet out. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Free throw good, James. 8 seconds left in the third. KD looking around.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 2-guard position. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Landry Shamet. Lakers leading by 9. Harrell finds James. Back to Harrell. And Harrell slams it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Here's Irving. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
The shot's good from Irving.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Now here's James. And the dunk by LeBron.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
Irving passes to Brown. Durant down low. Harrell on him.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
LeBron outside. And finished off by LeBron.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
It's Brown on the wing. Durant for three. Rebound by Harrell.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. KD on the wing. Covered by Morris. Out to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. High post, KD. He's against Morris. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you know, not normally the guy you see crashing the boards there, but Harris giving some extra effort on the rebound.
And stolen by Irving. Here's Jordan. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Caruso, the pass to James. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Caruso. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harden against Schroeder. Jordan trying to free himself up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Harden. Schroeder against Irving. Schroeder kicks to Caruso. LeBron outside. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving leading the charge. The Nets working the ball around now. Passes it to Jordan. In the corner. Harden just 5 on the clock. There's the feed to Jordan. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Los Angeles.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with 1 left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
Most definitely. I mean, going down 2-0 would have made their 3rd and final meeting of the season really difficult to win, but now they'll go into it with confidence and really liking their chances.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
1951, 1954, or 1957? They're probably shooting.
The bright lights and tall buildings of... And
good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. And for the Clippers, they've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Schroeder. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Beverly. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Now here's Beverly after LeBron James's miss. Leonard on the wing. Beverly against Schroeder. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Rejected by Gasol.
What defensive instincts. What timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. James outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Here's Beverly following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Beverly finds Leonard. Ibaka outside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock at 4. Again, Leonard missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Beverly. 17 points for him last game against Washington. Outside Leonard. Again, Leonard missing.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
A miss that time would have put him up.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
LeBron outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Paul George.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly.
Well, this is what you must do when you get hit on a field goal attempt, right? Schroeder keeps his concentration. What maturity he's demonstrated these last couple of years.
Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Caldwell Pope passes to Horton Tucker. Shoots over Leonard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And it's George finishing it off.
How about Paul George? Puts it on the deck, uses that explosive quickness. This guy is really hard to contain.
To the wing on the left. Kuzma passes to Schroeder. Lakers working the ball around now. Pass to Horton Tucker. Caldwell Pope against Zubac. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Caldwell Pope.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Morris against Kuzma. And the layup falls.
And how about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
Back to Kennard. From past the arc. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there, and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. Jackson has the open look. Knocks down the three ball. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
Here's Caruso. He's guarded by Williams. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 3-point lead.
Well, Lou Williams in the open floor is just a bucket, folks.
Kuzma outside. Schroeder kicks to Kuzma. Back to Schroeder.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Jackson passes to Williams. Morris right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Oof, boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And that's going to be a travel. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Williams.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You have to love the leadership of LeBron James. Is he demanding of his teammates? Absolutely. But they can take it because he demands more from himself.
Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First one falls for Kawhi Leonard. He's checked in for Morris. The Lakers also with the sub. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Both free throws good from James. Clippers leading by 5. Beverly looking around. Pass to Ibaka. On the wing, Batum. A steal. Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Back to Caldwell Pope. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Shot clock at 6. They get it again.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Beverly against Caldwell Pope. And that one's good. Beverly's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers. The Lakers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi. I don't think you can stop LeBron James when he starts off to fly like that. Might as well just start jogging back the other way.
Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's the Lakers on the break. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from LeBron.
Well, I'll tell you, if you work as hard as LeBron James, as he did in that instance, he's a physical force inside. That's going to be his shot every time.
Now, here's Beverly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Clippers leading by 5. Beverly with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Gasol with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Ball going up court. LeBron, good. James has got 8 here in the quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lakers trail by 5. LeBron passes to Gasol. Back to LeBron. Here's Caruso, defended by Beverly. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Lakers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And here's Morris for 3. Horton Tucker with the rebound. 2 on the clock. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Kuzma.
And good seeing Kuzma work on that part of his game. Very confident once he gets close.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting historic comparisons. Shaq, for your money, are... And that's a wrap.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at James, what a contribution.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Batuma's out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Outside for Caldwell Pope. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Beverley the pass to Leonard. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Now here's Schroeder. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Now here's Beverley. Ibaka right side. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Marc Gasol.
Yeah, Patrick Beverley making it easy for his teammate to score.
Lakers trail by 3. LeBron outside. Left side Gasol. Back to LeBron. 5 on the clock. Here's Morris. Gasol. It's good on the putback.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And stolen by James. And here we go.
Just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. George against Caldwell Pope. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's George for 3. He can't hit that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. The Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And Harris is it in.
Yeah, this guy is tremendous at keeping plays alive. Montrezl Harrell getting to the offensive window.
Down low, here's Ibaka. The shot's good on the assist by George. Ibaka's got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
They get a hand on it. The pass to Schroeder. Williams with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. The dish to Williams. Makes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Passes it to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
Was 6'8", 250 pounds. You're going to have to do more than that to stop LeBron.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. George dishes to Ibaka. Outside for George. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Back to Schroeder. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. Chalk up 2 there. Harrell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And stolen by Harrell. And it's the Lakers on the break. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Montrezl Harrell, opportunistic with his defense, makes a play there.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
George against Caldwell Pope. Now, here's George. Not a lot of room. And Ibaka is right there.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it. Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lakers ahead, leading by 3. And after a quick... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So the Lakers 5 right now. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard. Caruso, the pass to Gasol. It's stolen by Morris. Williams with the ball, picked up by Kuzma. And he lobs it up toward the rim. A shot by Batum, no good. Here's Caruso. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, we know this. Few big men in the history of the game have passed the ball as well as Marc Gasol.
A 3 from Morris. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Horton Tucker. Kennard covering.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from 3-point range. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Williams. Another shot. Pass to Kennard. Rebound the Lakers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Out to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kennard's shot is off. The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Harrell. Morris with the block.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First free throw is good. And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Kuzma, that's good. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
A 3 from Morris. Zubac, the pass to Beverly. Outside, Batum. And here's Morris for 3. No good on that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Zubac kicks to Beverly. With some arc, and the shot goes in.
Huge moment it for Patrick Beverly. Wow.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Horton Tucker, that's good.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Williams. The Lakers also making some changes. James comes in for Harrell, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Here's James, and finished off by LeBron.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And James throws it down.
Guys, this is superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. Clippers trail by 3. And that one's good. Beverly's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court. Didn't allow the defense to react in time. Nice.
Schroeder kicks to James. Morris outside. Back to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Money!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Leonard. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
George double teamed. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line. That is absolute best.
Here's James. Here's Gasol. The layup missed. Right side George.
Good! And they do have a foul to give.
Now James. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to LeBron. Over Leonard. Oh, off target. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. That was a thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...
So many great players, but only one has that honor.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. Now here's Middleton after the miss from Kentavious Caldwell Pope. This is the time of year when teams can start to lose their focus just a little bit. How tough is it, do you think, to stay motivated at this stage of a long season?
Well, teams who have big aspirations, Kevin, aren't suffering through any of this. The other teams that are trying to be acutely aware of the potential of their team are watching their players very intently as to whether their focus can be maintained during the next 2 to 3 weeks of this season.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Schroeder outside, stolen by Middleton. Here's DiVincenzo. Giannis high post, working on Gasol. For 3, Middleton, good on the triple.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
James in the post. Lopez is there. Morris gets to Gasol. Great D that time from Middleton. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Kings in Sacramento.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Here's James following the basket by Chris Middleton. The drive by James, and it's sent back by Lopez. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here is Holiday. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Caldwell Pope against DiVincenzo. Caldwell Pope left side. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Morris. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And the Bucks with possession. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Holiday finds Middleton.
That's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
LeBron passes to Morris. Back to LeBron. Rebounded by the Bucks.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Milwaukee leading by 9. Here's Forbes. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
You see LeBron just shrug off that contact there. It's like nothing even hit him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. There's 1:17 left to play in the first. And Forbes kicks to Craig. Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's Harrell, top of the key. James outside. They get it back. The pass to Caruso. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Pass to Horton Tucker. Just 5 on the clock. Back to LeBron. Tries again. He dishes it to Harrell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Connaughton. Puts up a 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
LeBron James on the wing. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Passes to Caruso. From deep three-point range, Harrell. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's what Harrell does. He's in there mixing it up, and he goes right back up for a shot.
From deep. The shot, no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And don't go. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus to the game and let my, play and my energy and my effort.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got DJ Augustine, and it's Connaughton in at the 3. Here is Forbes, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 on the shot clock. Craig passes to Portis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
Yeah, it's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Marc Gasol.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And the pass to Forbes. This one for 3. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Portis, the pass to Forbes. Back to Portis. Goes back up. A special move before the shot. 6 points for Bobby Portis.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Caruso. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Schroeder outside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Middleton.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Pass to Caruso. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And that one's good. Schroeder.
At 175 pounds and lanky, Schroeder still has some strength, especially on those tough finishes.
To the inside, Gasol with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. He's off on that one. Giannis with some nice D. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 11 points. DiVincenzo with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the dunk by Lopez.
Don't mistake that Lopez shoots threes now more often, that he can't go down low at that size and do damage.
LeBron's checked in for Alex Caruso. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Kings. Offensive rebound. LeBron kicks to Gasol. James, the pass to Gasol. Shot clock at 5. James against Antetokounmpo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Lakers making a switch here. Bucks leading by 9. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Holiday dishes to Giannis. The kick out to Holiday beyond the arc. The rebound by the Lakers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Back to Middleton. A three-pointer is right on target. Middleton's got 8 points.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. And thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. And Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo. What made him worthy of that distinction? And would you please, for the audience, say his last name?
Anyway.
Say the last name.
Antetokounmpo.
And that should do it with the second half about to be.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope passes to Gasol. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Back to Middleton from deep three-point range. Milwaukee the rebound. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. A second chance effort and another basket for Milwaukee.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Schroeder against Holiday. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes it to Morris. Outside Gasol. Schroeder outside. Back to Gasol. Over Lopez. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes down.
Well, Schroeder down there sneaking in and able to pick up a loose ball board and get a hoop.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And it's 8 points for Giannis.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
James in the post, defended by Middleton.
LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
Lopez dishes to Middleton. The three. Another miss by Middleton.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Forbes can't get it to go.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And there's the pass to Craig. Here's Connaughton, covered by LeBron. Here's Connaughton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 1:51 left to play in the third. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being. Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Launches a three, and he's good on the three ball. And the Bucks lead by 7.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pass to Caruso. Back to LeBron, and James throws it down.
Yeah, LeBron showing all the ways that he can dominate a game here on another level in this one.
Middleton outside. Back to Forbes. From the arc. And another three for Milwaukee.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Caruso, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. He kicks to Hill, over to the left wing. Fires the three. LeBron with another miss. Now the Bucks moving it up. For three, Middleton. No good there. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Portis. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Right back after this break. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Relax. We're in good shape.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Holiday against Schroeder. Pass to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Schroeder. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Milwaukee leading by 8. Outside Holiday. Passes it to Portis. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. And here's the fast break. And he goes in for the dunk.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. 11 feet out, and he hits it. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Over time, the game has changed, and there's some new wrinkles to Lopez's game, and that introduction of space is helping out this offense.
Schroeder against Holiday. Schroeder kicks to Harrell. 17-foot shot on the way. Milwaukee leading by 8. Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. Caruso grabs the miss. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started.
Schroeder, one of those guys who likes to change speeds on the floor and uses it to great effectiveness.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. The wide open look here for Holiday. From outside, off the mark. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Caruso, defended by DiVincenzo. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Tips it. Here's Horton Tucker. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Here's Caruso. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Bobby Portis. And the Bucks with some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Bobby Portis. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton.
A terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Bucks leading by 3. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Lakers. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Forbes checked in to the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. DiVincenzo against Caldwell Pope. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 5.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Back to Schroeder. He feeds it to Gasol. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Inside. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And James throws it down.
Well, LeBron James lives for the big moment. Another one there.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Giannis dishes to Forbes. It's in! The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
James looking around. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands, so capable in those moments.
Now here's Middleton over LeBron. The putback, it falls!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
LeBron passes to Gasol. The dish now to Schroeder. Got a piece of it. They get it back.
Such a clever offensive player. Gasol is especially crafty at finding ways to draw contact while shooting.
And the Bucks making a change here. And he makes both free throws. For 3, Middleton. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Lopez. It counts.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
And so the Bucks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they should.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Thank you. defending champions. Congratulations. So the upcoming draft, what is your organization looking for in order to defend the title?
All we're looking for in this year's
Hello and thanks for joining us on No Check. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at the two-guard spot. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Durant with the steal. Irving with it. He's picked up by LeBron to the paint and stolen by LeBron. Here's Caldwell Pope. Schroeder. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
KD on the wing. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Caldwell Pope.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
And it's Irving missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Morris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Caldwell Pope against Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And one on Caldwell Pope.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
It's LeBron with the drive and finished off by LeBron.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Now here's Harden. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Jordan. That one, no good. Lakers leading by 4. Schroeder passes to LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. LeBron's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside for Jordan. KD against Caldwell Pope. KD passes to Jordan over Gasol, and Jordan gets it to go.
Wow, wow, wow. DeAndre Jordan showing us the catch and shoot. Well done.
Pass to Schroeder. Morris dishes to Gasol. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. 6-point game. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight, to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Here's Schroeder. James Harden picking up that last basket. Clock at 6. Morris kicks to James. Over Jordan, and Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
So for the Nets, Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Harden's shot is off. Lakers leading by 4. Here's James. Oh, that was terrific.
Good. Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
High post, KD. Working on James. Here's Luwawu. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Durant, solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
LeBron passes to Harrell. LeBron drives in. The feed now to Harrell. Over to the wing. LeBron James on the wing. Over Green. Doesn't go that time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Landry Shamet. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
And here's Kuzma. He's coming off a 25-point game against Sacramento. And finished off by LeBron.
You cannot give James these types of opportunities. That guy is relentless.
Nets trail by 7. Now Shamet. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston. Outside, KD. Lakers leading by 7. Caruso kicks to James. The pass to Caruso. The drive by James, and James throws it down hard.
Boy, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Brown, good. Brown's got his first points of the night.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Kuzma inside. Defended by Durant. A nice shot by LeBron.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Out to KD. Tries again. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Durant's got 8 points.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on forever.
Here's James, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 9 points. And it's Shamet missing. Lakers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Oh!
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Green passes to Shamet. Durant kicks to Shamet. Pass to Luwawu. just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Kuzma. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Durant. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. LeBron passes to Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Gasol's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
Boy, you're playing with fire. Anytime you leave somebody open on James' team, I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
Back to Irving. Green kicks to Harden. Takes it from 10, and he nails the jumper. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
Harden is as steady as falling rain. I mean, so consistent. Beautiful shooting form, a brilliant scorer.
Caldwell Pope dishes to James. Over Jordan, again, Los Angeles.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Jordan the pass to Harden. On the wing, Harris. They kick it out to Green. Lets the 3 fly. The Lakers with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Keeps it alive, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his second bucket.
Well, you know, a big part of offense.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 1. And
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. Here's James, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets trail by 13. Harden with it. Outside Irving. Left side Durant. Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Durant. They get it back. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
DeAndre Jordan knows a big part of his job is to gobble up rebounds. That time, an angry putback from Jordan.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Irving against Morris. Gasol trying to free himself up. Morris with the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Durant.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
James outside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. James has got 25 points in the game. It's Harden with the drive. Count that one.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Now here's Schroeder. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. This all no good.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Brown is checked in for Kevin Durant. Harris against Kuzma. Back to Harrell. And stolen by Jordan. Here is Harden. He's got 9. And the rejection by Harrell. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Here's Irving, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. 1:31 left to play in the third. The tray. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets trail by 8. Irving with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Jordan kicks to Harris. Harris draws the double. On the wing, Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the Nets for 2.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
And there it is for him. Harrell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that. His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Caldwell Pope outside. Horton Tucker, the pass to Caruso. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
So for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for James Harden. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kyrie Irving. To the wing right side. Luwawu, the pass to Green. Banked in off the glass.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Caruso looking for an opening. Takes a 3. Here's Harrell. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And he can't hit the second. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. Here's Green. The kick out to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. The wide open look for Durant. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Durant's shot is in the air before the defense even tracks the pass. I mean, he's 2 steps ahead of him. And that, folks, is a combination of awareness and speed.
Harrell dishes to Morris. Back to Harrell. Over Green. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Morris. And the Lakers lead by 7.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Brown finds Green. Back to Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Passes it to Horton Tucker. Here's Kuzma. Harrell kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Horton Tucker. And Kuzma has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. Durant against Kuzma. A nice shot by KD.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
Schroeder passes to Harrell. KD comes with the double team. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Marcus All's checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harden's checked in.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Then for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. On the wing, Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Caldwell Pope. No good that time. Great D that time from Irving. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter to tie it up. Here's KD. He dishes it to Jordan. Outside Irving. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
And here is James. Schroeder outside. Back to LeBron. And James throws it down.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
Out to Harris. Here's Harden on the wing. He's guarded by Schroeder. Harden dishes to Harris. And there's a call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. Joe Harris, and that's good.
Harris has been in these situations before. He's a veteran player and very calm taking the big shots.
1:21 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Jenkins. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
Harden outside. Feeds it to Jordan. It's Durant on the wing. Outside Irving. Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
The Lakers shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kicks to James. It's hauled in by Harris.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Durant, the pass to Irving. To take the lead. Misses at the rim. Timeout called the Lakers. The score knotted at 52. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Count it! Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 2. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Schroeder. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment. To David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside. And with pregame.
Kevin, thank you very much.
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Ibaka, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the 4. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the 1 spot. James wide open. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That's about willpower from Dennis Schroeder. Great job out hustling guys on the offensive glass.
George against Caldwell Pope, and George with the stuff.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's LeBron. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. The dish to Schroeder. Back to LeBron. 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And that one drops for him. Schroeder's got his second basket. And of the early surprise teams, Doris, some have fallen by the wayside, but some may be for real.
And isn't that one of the most exciting aspects of any season, Kevin? You watch a team perhaps outperform expectations. We see a good team take that next step and become a real threat for a title. Like, there's so many storylines that develop over the course of a long season. I can't wait.
On defense, the Clippers. James outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Clippers now. Trailing by 2. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Pass to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock.
This guy is a physical force on the defensive end. It is a tough task to score over Marc Gasol.
And James gets it to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
George looking around. Down low. Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Well, Serge Ibaka has really worked on his frame since he entered the NBA. He is someone who can power his way through contact.
Out to Morris. James outside. Caldwell Pope against George. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Beverly, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Well, this guy's ability to attack and be aggressive. Patrick Beverly in the painted area.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
Morris with the block.
And when Morris is protecting the rim with that... Wow. LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Now, here's George. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Kings.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Here's George after the basket by the Lakers. Ibaka, no luck.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Now, guys, this is superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
Both teams will make substitutions. Free throw good, James. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the inside, and stolen by LeBron. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
So many of Montrezl Harrell's buckets come right at the cup. He is so powerful.
Outside Jackson. Back to Kennard. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Morris. Will it go? And again, the Clippers turn it over. Here's Caruso. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've got. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then there's Harrell, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the wide-open shot from Morris misses the 3. Lakers leading by 6. Kuzma outside. LeBron outside. Right wing. Caruso kicks to James. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron, too many options, too many weapons at his disposal when he runs the pick and roll.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And Harrell slams it in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
A three from Morris. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. No good from Zubac.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
That was worth the price of admission.
Just fluidity that LeBron plays with. His ability to change direction on a drive so quickly. Incredible.
Williams scanning the floor. Kennard for three. Drops in the tray. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
LeBron James on the wing. Kennard covering. LeBron drives. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Zubac kicks to Kennard. There's the triple. Kuzma pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the dunk by James.
Just a phenomenal drive to the basket by LeBron, an expert at completing these drives through contact.
Jackson from long range. Kennard for three. Unable to get that one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And Harrell slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Jackson in the corner. Drains the three-pointer. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
Williams comes with a double team and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Lakers with possession here. LeBron James on the wing. And James throws it down.
The ability to flip the switch, right? LeBron James, he decides it's time for me to score a little bit right now. Let me give my team a little bit of juice.
And stolen by Harrell. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Horton Tucker, that's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
On the wing, Jackson. A three from Morris. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Schroeder finds Morris. Caldwell Pope against George. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George.
And that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clippers trail by 18. The pass to Beverly, stolen by Caldwell Pope. Now the Lakers on the break.
Well, we know this. Few big men in the history of the game have passed the ball as well is Marc Gasol.
Outside, George. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half, LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points and 1 assist. And that should do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it goes down 2 points.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's George finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Beverley wide open. Leonard. And Leonard stays with it.
Well, an all-star willing to do all kinds of dirty work on the offensive end. Kawhi mixing it up.
Schroeder passes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Schroeder. Now James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
The Lakers with the ball. Pass to LeBron. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. LeBron kicks it over to Schroeder. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Lakers leading by 13. Caldwell Pope with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Caldwell Pope passes to Morris. Back to Caldwell Pope. For 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
An effortless range. KCP doesn't always hit for a high percentage, but when he does hit, he makes it look good.
Ibaka wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
It's hauled in by LeBron. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
George, with no one around, takes the elbow jumper and drains it. He's got 14.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Schroeder, left side. Passes it to Gasol. On the wing, Morris. Defended by Batum. 6 to shoot. The drive by LeBron. And the rejection by Ibaka. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. It's stolen by Schroeder. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to James. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope. Looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Beverly dishes to Batum. And George kicks to Batum. He feeds it to Ibaka. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Marcus Gasol.
Well, you love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Leonard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Lakers leading by 18. Schroeder surveying the floor. Here's Horton Tucker. Covered by Morris. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's George for 3. That's tipped. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
And the edge Kuzma plays with is terrific. A tough, versatile player who plays with a real hunger to keep getting better.
So he comes up empty at the line. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Fires it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Clippers trail by 18. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Harrell. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, the small forward. George, no good. The Lakers shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Schroeder against George. Kuzma outside. Back to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 20.
Oh, the grit right there. Montrezl Harrell simply wanting that offensive rebound more than anyone else.
Back to Ibaka. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in.
And this is Schroeder's game, right? Get off the triple drive with a quick first step. Nice.
The Clippers shooting 41% for the game. And here's George for 3. Rebound the Lakers.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
A 3 from Morris. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Harrell dishes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Harrell.
Well, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Pass to Horton Tucker. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for Lou Williams. Leonard against LeBron. Kicks to Morris. To the middle, Paul George with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball. Good D by James. Lakers leading by 22.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Damian Jones is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Dudley comes in for Morris. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for James. And it's Matthews in for Dennis Schroeder. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Kabengele's checked in. Patterson comes in for Nicholas Batum. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for George. Shot clock at 6. Caldwell Pope passes to Jones. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues. And some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports leagues be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from LeBron.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Right side, Jones. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony,